Alright, so let's plan your travel fun today, and especially if you're talking about religious or spiritual destinations which are in trend these days, what should be your bucket list like? What are destinations, and what are the expenses involved? Let's get you a complete roadmap of that today. I have with me Archana Singh, founder Travel See Write, and Karthik Prabu, head of strategy Cleartrip. Good evening and welcome both of you. And Karthik, let me first put the question to you because I really want to understand the kind of trends when we talk about spiritual and religious tourism, which has been, catching up the nation now, and a boost from the government as well, and even from the state governments who are really working to make this a major part of their particular state economy. Could you just explain us or tell us in terms of data, what kind of places are we talking about, what destinations, and what kind of offers a portal like you would be offering travelers?
Sure, great. So thanks for having me. So from Cleartrip perspective, we have seen significant surge in the number of searches itself for destinations like Ayodhya during the month of January. But in particular, across all the religious circuits or destinations, the searches are higher even now. A good, I mean, from the top destinations perspective, we can say Ayodhya, Madurai, Tirupati, Amritsar, Bhopal, Shirdi, Bodh Gaya, Ujjain, so Katra. So these are some of our top destinations that we are actually selling it, and number of searches are also consistently higher for these places. Specifically in Cleartrip, so we have seen a good 40% increase in flight bookings for these religious destinations in 23 compared to the 2022 year. And when it comes to our hotel bookings, we have seen a good 150% increase in destinations like Katra, Kochi, Bodh Gaya, Amritsar, Ujjain in 23 compared to 22. So in January, specifically during the peak of the middle of Jan, we have seen close to 1,500% increase in our overall search volumes for Ayodhya as a destination. And even now that number is in 3 digits. So overall spiritual / religious tourism is critically a key trend. And specifically what we have done from Cleartrip is we have launched a new initiative called Darshan Destinations, or Darshan by Cleartrip, wherein we are giving 1,008 free flight tickets to senior citizens of India to encourage them to go travel. And this is completely on us. And this is going to phase out on an approximate of 100 flight tickets on a monthly basis throughout the year. So it's a year-long spiritual journey that we have embarked. And all these tickets are for Ayodhya. And the first batch of 50 people will be traveling very soon, sometime the next 1 to 2 weeks of time. And we rolled out a inquiry form for people to submit their interest, and we have got close to 20 to 25,000 people expressing their interest to travel to Ayodhya, and we will be taking 1,000 people based on their core why they want to travel to Ayodhya. So that's a question that we asked them, and we got very, very interesting answers for it. So that is Cleartrip's small bit to promote or to accelerate spiritual tourism in India.
Exciting. Also, the kind of data that you have shared with us, it shows 70% jump in hotels booking as compared to 2022. Is that right?
That's right. That's right.
Okay. And region
And these are
specific,
for
or
all
you're
the
talking?
key.
Sure.
These are for all the key pilgrimage destinations.
Okay. 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 And looking at the kind of offers that you are giving, what is the jump anticipated now for this coming year?
Yeah, so we're expecting close to 10% of our overall bookings itself to come from religious destinations. So currently, that number is inching towards that figure, but it should cross that figure as we speak. And until yesterday, right, coincidentally, we're talking on March 1st, but until Feb 29, we were running a 20% flat discount on flights, hotels, and buses across for all the religious destinations. And so very soon we'll bring back a similar offer for spiritual tourism.
But Karthik, also I want to understand, because what is happening is people are going for, spiritual destination, religious destination, but then is it also exploring that particular place? Because it's not just that one particular thing that you want to do, go to a temple. You also want to explore things in and around this particular place also. Is also what is happening? Are your packages also offering that particular aspect to the travelers?
Yes, you're absolutely right. So in fact, we have launched packages recently, and one of the top selling destination for India for domestic is actually Ayodhya. So if you go to Cleartrip and select Ayodhya, you can see about a dozen plus packages across 3, 4, and 5-star categories that we have launched, starting with the price of 17,000 rupees per person. And it goes up to 30,000 per person depending on the star category. So these are all, it varies from 3 night all the way to up to 6 night as well. And we have created a perfect religious circuit, so you can cover Varanasi and Ayodhya and a few other Ujjain and few other destinations. And these are also customizable. So that is the kind of response or inquiry we are also getting from our customers as well, to completely customize a package. And some of these are really even touching 6-digit figures in terms of sales.
Very interesting and key highlights, where I can go ahead with the conversation with Archana now. But then before I give you a pointed question, Archana, what is on your bucket list now? Talking about spiritual and religious destination, where are you going now?
Okay, so two key destinations which are very high on my mind are related to the festivals, the upcoming festivals, So Mahashivratri is coming up, and Varanasi is the place to be when you think about Mahashivratri, because, when this Kashi Vishwanath temple corridor was opened up, after that, the festival had been there for forever, but this particular festival has become grander now. So there happens this huge procession, which is basically a marriage of Lord Shiva with Parvati, and this starts with Mahamrityunjaya temple, and it goes up to Kashi Vishwanath temple, and that is a festival which is mind blowing. Like, I've seen the pictures and I've seen the videos, and it's crazy. So that is one festival that I want to visit, and it's gonna happen very soon. And then the next one is Holi is coming, and who can forget Bridge Holi? So I definitely want to go to Mathura also to see how Holi is celebrated there, and also I plan to visit this place which is Vrindavan Heritage Tower, which is doing a lot of stuff in the field of community, in the field of sustainable growth of the destination per se, where they are focusing more on the year-round growth of the destination. So for me, visiting a spiritual destination is just not visiting a temple. It is to do a lot more than that. It is to immerse myself in the culture of the destination, trying different cuisines, because some of these places, they have these unique cuisines which are available for a very limited period. So that, and then many places have adventure activities also. Like, for example, if I go to, say, Katra or Vaishno Devi, I want to indulge in some kind of adventure activity out there. So yeah, so these two festivals are the big ones on my list as of now for the month of March.
All right, so these are the two places that you would be definitely going, but then also, the points that Karthik highlighted, there are so many offers and there are so many curated packages which portals are offering. Would you advise our travelers to look up for them? How should one actually design their travel package towards, towards spiritual destination?
What happened, it's usually me who is pushing my parents to come on a holiday with me. But it was for the first time that, my parent actually asked me, they said, we want to go to a place. And I was like really happy. I said, oh, first time they've asked me. So they said, at least we want to see the Ayodhya temple. So, like, I was just listening to him, and he was saying that, their queries for Ayodhya is very high. So, this is one place where I also want to go, So I'm now looking for different packages, and I was checking different portals, like, and I'm thinking, like, whether should we take a flight or should we drive down, because they are not too far away from Delhi also. So I would say that if you are planning to visit these places with your parents, then these package tours work very well, because they are all inclusive. Your flights are taken care of, your hotels are taken care of, your internal transfers are taken care of. your main meals are taken care of, and sometimes you even if you have bought a good package, then sometimes you even get to see you get to have VIP darshan. So, when you travel with your family, you don't want any hassle. You want a very comfortable, convenient trip. So at that time, all these trips by Make My Trip, Cleartrip, Eat My Trip, they come very handy. So so what I usually do is, firstly, I would urge the customers or the people to first look at the age bracket of the people that are going to be traveling. If it is senior citizens, then it always makes sense to go ahead with a fully booked, all-inclusive package where there are minimum reasons to go haywire. But if you are someone who is young and adventurous, then you can plan your own trips. The packages start from as low as 16, 17,000 and can go up to lakhs if you really want to splurge it. Say if you want to do a helicopter yatra, or if you want to stay in a five-star hotel, or if you really want to have like a gourmet cuisine. So it completely depends upon your budget, the time in hand, your preferences, and who you are traveling with.
Exactly, and the earlier you plan, the better it is, right, Karthik? If at
Yeah.
all it's a if it's a last minute plan, like for example, one has to travel for Shivratri, Karthik,
Right.
would that really cost a bomb for them now? What is the costing? I mean, obviously it comes with a lot of offers as well, but then approximate costing for maybe a trip that's maybe 3 days away or a week before. That's it.
Right. So it's definitely advisable to book early. So as we
Yeah.
speak, if we look at the flight fares to Ayodhya, so roughly it's about 10% more in 2024 compared to 23. So the fares are also increasing, but definitely it's advisable. And from Cleartrip side, we will also be coming out with offers for these long weekend alerts.
All right, so I think a lot going on in the spiritual tourism and religious tourism space, and thank you so much, Archana and Karthik, for being there as guides for our viewers and plan their travel this time. Thank you so much for being on the show. On that note, let's take a quick break, but then post that I'll be joined by Gautam Kalia, who will be answering your portfolio queries. Just in case you want to send across anything related to your mutual fund investment, you can do that through our WhatsApp number. You can also email us your questions so that we can ask your questions and maybe do your live financial planning with our experts today.